Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Happy Wednesday. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Poke the Woke. Edward Show. Kevin Wall here, live from a Shared Universe podcast studio in Red Bank, New Jersey. And I gotta tell you, it's good to be back. I know usually we're on Tuesdays, but now today we're on Wednesday. I think moving forward, we'll see down the road. But however, the show must go on. It will go on.
Hump day.
We are here to entertain you. It's a K-Wall Wednesday also. It's a K-Wall Wednesday. Screw that hump day stuff. It's K-Wall Wednesday, and I'm happy to share it with you, Edward Show. How are you, brother?
What's up, good sir?
Oh, dude, I mean, it could be worse. I could be a comedian right now and getting my ass kicked and assaulted.
Could this podcast come at a better time? Ho! Okay, so if you haven't heard...
that, I'm doing just fine.
Well, hold on. We always start with sports first, right?
Yes.
So let's do that first, right? Sure. Congratulations to your New York Yankees. That's
with what?
What was that? 10 in a row? No, they won yesterday. So
they won 11 in a row. Cool.
But you know what's funny about that? I was looking at that. They really didn't beat anybody good.
I will take it, though. I will take the 11 wins in a row.
You got it. But you know what? In the American League right now, how many teams are good? So I looked at that as well. I was like, let me see these teams in general. Not like they won 11 in a row, but they didn't really. And I was like, well, who they really beat? But there's only maybe like 3 teams in the American, 4 teams that are pretty good.
I mean, you look
that are pretty good.
You look at the American League right now, and yes, the Yankees, they currently have a 3.5 game lead against both Toronto and Tampa Bay. So obviously they're taking care of business in Toronto. I do have a feeling the streak is going to end tonight. That's just my gut feeling.
Okay.
Toronto is a good enough team, but I mean, I would be stunned if we did sweep them. The Twins, 15-9, so far so good. I know I was getting on Carl's nerves because he predicted the Twins were going to be in dead last.
I know Boston's shit in the bed. Huh?
They're going to be fine.
Are they?
They're going to be fine.
I know nothing about them. I'll be honest. I'm not really following them.
Yeah.
Right? But I saw them and I was like, they're not really doing too well. Are they like they're in your division, right? So are they
Twins or the Red Sox?
The Red Sox. I mean, the Red Sox, right? Are they not a good team?
They're 10-14. They're going to pop. They're going to bounce back.
You think so?
Yeah, I do.
I don't know much about the team this year. Like, are there problems? Are there injuries?
There's a couple injuries. Chris Sale's not in the lineup right now, but he'll get back eventually. Obviously, Baltimore took care of business. Toronto taking care of business. They haven't lost a game since I got back from vacay. Yeah. So I think maybe going away for a little bit was what they needed.
Vacation time all the time for K-Wall.
I need another vacation. Where are we going next?
Florida? No, we're going to Texas, I think.
We may go back to Texas. That's fine by me.
You love that. You love that Texas.
Oh, it was so much fun.
It
was so much fun. I could live there.
Yeah.
And producer CJ behind the scenes.
CJ, the barbecue.
He's going to be in Texas in July. Who knows? Maybe we'll be teaming up with you.
For like a week. Oh, we could do another podcast, too. We could do a couple.
Couple what?
Couple different types of podcasts.
Let's do
Texas?
it. Let's experiment.
Yeah. I'm all in.
Let's experiment.
I'm all in.
Do like a ribs one or something.
Yeah,
the whole time.
Here's the thing. Poke the Woke is... We're in New Jersey right now, Red Bank, New Jersey.
Texas will love us.
Can you imagine if we were in Texas?
Oh, I love it.
I mean, if we're getting some positive feedback in Jersey, I can't imagine what it's going to be like in Texas.
Oh, it'll be so great. In Texas, like an Asian guy is doing this. An Asian dude is doing
an Asian and a Mick doing Poke the Woke. What is it?
I'm curious. Let me hear what you guys have to fucking say, and I will fucking go off. I will say all this nasty, like, anti-woke shit.
I gotta tell you, it's been a rough year for comedians. Of course, we know about Chris Rock and Will Smith in 2022 when Will Smith made his own bed, and he's gonna live with that for the rest of his life and his career.
What a fuck!
I think he's a beta pansy, in my opinion. And listen, if you're gonna attack a man and get physical with him, be a man and punch him in the face. Don't bitch slap him like a wimp on national TV where the whole world's to see. He could have went out. Like he could have. Seriously, think about that, right? He could have fucking hooked off on him. Yeah,
and then
and you know what?
He would have went to jail, but he would have.
Oh, come on, that would have been more entertaining.
It would have been great fucking TV.
I would be watching.
It would have been great TV.
I would be watching them every year. Because God forbid.
Well, you know what?
Maybe not every year, but at least next year.
Is Chris Rock? They should ask Chris Rock to host that shit next year, right?
For the 10-year ban.
He's got no. He didn't get the ban. Fucking.
Will Smith. Will
Smith did, right? So they should ask Chris Rock to be like the host next year, and people will watch. If not just out of sheer curiosity, people will be watching. I'll be watching.
I mean, unfortunately, I don't know.
I don't really care. It's really. I don't care for Hollywood right now. It's so left and
you know where I stand with Hollywood and the actors and the celeb. It's just another day for a bunch of rich millionaires getting another award.
Sure,
what be freaking do? It's another day for you and me. We get up, we go to work, and we go on with our lives.
You know what's crazy, man? It's like there's so many people I talk to that wanted to be actors or break into the industry and stuff. And what's nuts is even CJ, like he teaches film and stuff.
Yeah,
but you're bumping into so many people right now that are saying, do I even want to be in this industry? Like, is it a real, like, it's a fake industry where real people don't care because people in Hollywood aren't real people.
I think it's better that I grew up here in New Jersey, in New York area, than Holly. Weird.
Yeah.
I mean,
I have a different perspective, I think.
Well, do you though? Do you have a better perspective? Because think about that. You teach, so
I can have a normal life. I think I have more of a normal life than people out there.
Do you find your students?
You can walk into a store, no problem.
Yeah.
Do you find your students are still want to be? Oh, I want to be a starlet or a star, or they're like, you know what? I can't stand this. I can't stand this Hollywood nonsense.
It's 50-50, I guess. But
that's a lot. 50-50 is big. 50-50 is big because when you were younger, right? 90% of the kids, I want to be famous. I want to be Brad Pitt. I want to be XYZ. 50-50 that's tough. Like if you were going to jump out of an airplane, right? And someone said this parachute's going to open, but it's 50-50. Would you do it? No,
I wouldn't do it.
Right. So 50-50. Think about that, right? So even Hollywood, they're just eating each other. Hollywood is
love to see it.
Hollywood is making it so nobody. Whoa, let's turn this. Hollywood is making it.
Advertisement.
Hollywood is making it so nobody wants to be. Nobody wants.
My
to
bad.
Be,
Oopsie daisy.
Wants to be in Hollywood, and I don't blame them. It's like I really thought about it too, and I was like, I say some crazy shit. But do I want to be a part of Hollywood right now? I mean,
you know what's the thing? You can tell who exactly is from California. And just being in Texas, you can tell who the Hollywood momos really were. The dudes with their khaki shorts, above their kneecap, and they're wearing their loafers with no socks on. They're looking like a guy that you just want to punch in the face. They're spoiled rotten. They think they're always entitled to cut the line. No, it's go screw yourself. No, I was here first. And they're trying to get the seat before you, the aisle seat. Well, but the window, no, screw that, man. This is my seat. I'm going to take it.
Yep.
There were a lot of Hollywood people in Texas because now they realize that their freedom is gone in the state of California. So they're trying to come to Texas. And it's just, nothing has changed with their personalities and what they wear and how they act. Like they're so entitled. And it's, who wants to be a part of that world? You're just another spoiled rich brat that deserves to get his ass kicked.
Isn't it the opposite, though? Because in the 80s and the 90s, it was free speech. Say what you want.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy, say what you want. And then there were people saying, oh, you can't say what you want.
Yeah.
And now it flipped.
Howard Stern became famous off of that.
Yeah.
And then he turned into a weirdo.
Yeah.
They're all for the First Amendment until you disagree with them. And then they go crazy.
Pig vomit and all that. And he said the words and they cut him off.
Yeah.
Remember?
He used to be cool, but I don't know what happened. I don't know where his penis fell off and he grew a vagina. I don't know where Howard Stern
Tracy
happened.
Mark.
You
know who it is.
It happened to everyone.
It did happen to everyone, but you would, if there was somebody that you would have been like, who wasn't that going to happen to?
It would have been him.
It probably, he would have been one of them right there saying, you know what, he wouldn't have backed off and said, well, I'm going to be this leftist this leftist weirdo. If you don't wear a mask and you get COVID, you deserve to die. Fuck you.
He became everything that he hated.
Yeah.
And that was Don Imus. He became Don Imus. The person that he hated the most, he has transformed to in the last.
Hold on, did Don Imus turn into a pussy?
No, Don Imus was just an ass.
Yeah, but he didn't turn into a pussy.
No.
Okay. Howard Stern turned into a pussy.
No, yeah, but he became everything that he hated. Like, very demanding, just insulting his coworkers. I mean, you saw the leaked video.
Yeah, no.
His staff meeting back in the day.
I know Don Imus. I miss in the morning and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying you're allowed to be a dick, but when you're Don Imus, but did
he would carry a gun into the studio.
But did he
had a holster?
My thing
Did
is,
he have that like ranch for kids when he got older?
My thing
so did Michael Jackson.
My thing is,
we know how that ended. Jesus juice and propofol. Oh boy. Good one. Good try though, CJ. But I kind of got you there.
Come back.
There it is. I don't know. you got people like fucking Howard Stern turning into a pussy. You got fucking someone like Will Smith slapping Chris Rock because he has a pussy, right? and now that's cool. Or you got guys that are turning into pussies, fine. And now you got this guy I didn't know who he was, where you had Dave Chappelle just last night at the Hollywood Bowl, and apparently someone got off on, obviously he was a lefty, you know what I'm saying? It was some weirdo.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it would have been so great if it was a cross-dresser. It would have been so
if it was a tranny.
Oh, it would have been so good if he was a cross-dresser. You know that whole LGBTQ thing where, this would have been so, the narrative, if it was a cross-dresser, everyone would have thought it was set up. But if it wasn't set up, what a great story.
I gotta tell you, that would have been great writing. That would have been great writing.
Didn't he say something, Chappelle, or was that I heard something that he said something?
He joked around
about it.
Yeah, he joked around saying, "Hey, was that a cross? Oh no, was that an LGBT?" Yeah, he said one of the things like that. But if it really was like a fucking weirdo in a fucking in a wig that came up with fake boobs that tried stabbing him
with a mustache,
that would have been the best. And then he identifies as a female, and then that's what he would have screamed while they took him away into the freaking the paddy wagon. That would have been so good.
You know what's the thing? You know what's the thing? When I woke up,
weird dude.
When I woke up this morning or this afternoon, and you're like, dude, I can't wait to talk about Chappelle today. I'm like, what the hell happened to Chappelle? Yeah. I'm thinking he's dead or he got his ass kicked.
Is that where you went with it?
At first, you're thinking of 1,000 different things.
Yeah.
Right when you see it, I wasn't aware of it. It happened last night. Chappelle is doing a stand-up show, I believe, in Los Angeles, correct?
It was at Hollywood.
In Hollywood.
It was a Hollywood.
Yeah,
Bowl.
so you have the Looney Tunes out there.
Yeah.
And this guy just attacked him and, assaulted him. I believe he hit him or stuff like that.
Yeah, I think he had a knife too, didn't he? I think the guy had a knife.
He did, but obviously nothing happened.
No. They said David's just fine, thank goodness. Yeah.
But the guy's arm. Holy cow.
Yeah, they fucked him
up. He looked
like
Tom Segura. We actually have the video of him being taken out with the paramedics. Look at that arm.
Oh, that's so good.
We're going to share it in a second, but it looked like Tom Segura when he broke his arm on the basketball court 2 years ago.
This was great. But nobody feels bad for him. That was good. You should have stopped his fucking face. Like his arm. What's that?
Well, let's play this one first. So this is Chappelle getting attacked on stage. This is courtesy of Barstool Sports.
There he goes. If you're in the audience, you're thinking to yourself here, right? What? This setup.
This is the best part, though.
Chris Rock, yeah.
Number one, why is Chris Rock was he like opening up or was he there as a guest?
I think it's probably a friend.
Okay, yeah.
Probably a friend.
Just hanging.
Yeah.
And here it is again.
Yeah, it's probably a friend. Yeah.
Talk about timing. What a great timing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why Chris Rock is such a genius. He's a wizard. He knows how to act on the fly, and he knew exactly what type of reaction he would get from the crowd after Chappelle is basically almost killed. If there's a weapon on this guy, and he gets his ass kicked, a lot worse could have happened. And then him just going on the fly like that was just awesome. And it just shows you how Chris Rock he knows how to make a joke about anything. No matter what.
Oh yeah.
And it was great. But it was nice to see because I know Chris Rock is on tour right now and his tickets they're impossible to get at the moment.
Well, this is what sucks, man. Once again, you got this jack off. Apparently his name was Isaiah or something stupid like that, which I don't know. Some big ass
name. Rule number one, but don't name your son Isaiah
or something like that. Road. Yeah, that's apparently and he got if you're a comic, seriously, we joke about it, but there's some crazy shit. Oh, here's his fucking arm. Can you see his arm? His arm is all fucking his arm's all fucked up. It's just great.
It's basically 180. It's backwards.
It's fucking good.
Oh, his
that's the best. That's the best.
Oh, it kind of looks like Gary Payton yesterday in Game 2 with the Warriors and the Grizzlies.
You know what? But nobody feels bad for him at all.
No, I don't feel bad.
They should fucking drop him. You see us on the gurney? Now you should fucking drop him, right? And then fucking kick him. Kick him when he's down.
Looks like that runner guy that runs the marathon.
His hand is basically. I can't even tell you where.
How great would that be if they dropped him off the gurney? Okay,
they can't do that.
Oh, why not?
Paramedics can't do that.
Sure, you do that by accident. Hey, he fell, right? And then some guy's like, I gotta go to the bathroom, and you would pee on him.
I think he just broke his other arm by thinking about that.
And that's what you do. And that's because
when you act stupid and you do stupid things, you get you get those type of results.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that dude
these
is going to, I'm sure he had his surgery and he's going to be in a cast for God knows how long, but he's got more important things to worry about. He's going to be, again, he's going to have more important things to think about as he's charged with God knows what. He's going to be some time. 23 years old. So you're thinking of a young 23-year-old.
Yeah,
he's woke. He's an activist, of course, because why else would you attack Chappelle?
I don't think he was an OG. I don't know if he was. I don't know what he hates him for a reason.
Well, he's a woke activist. He's probably from Antifa. Let's be real.
Just don't drop the soup.
Yeah, this guy.
To Isaiah, don't drop the soap. Isaiah Lee is his name, as a matter of fact.
This guy can't pick up the soap now. Like, this guy's all fucked.
He's gonna have to pick it up with his mouth, and then he's already bent over. Next thing you know, he's getting fucked in the ass.
He's not gonna be able to jerk off this guy. Nothing. This guy is done, man. Like, I don't know how much time he's gonna get, but like I said, time.
The big 300-pound black man named Sunshine will take care of that for him.
That's cool, man. I want to see him just get his ass beat even further. Like, that wasn't good enough to see his arm just like doing a 180. Like, I want to see more, because you don't jump up on a fucking stage and try to hit a comic because he doesn't fit your narrative, or I'm getting offended. What the where the fuck is the world coming from? I'm offended, so I'm gonna attack you. I'm gonna make a point. Jesus Christ, God!
You get your 10 seconds of fame and you get your ass kicked with a broken arm.
You know what?
Way to go, douchebag!
Yeah, exactly right. Well done. I bet your mom's proud. You fucking dick. Like
your mom's in hiding right now.
like let's think about this. Like, the lunacy of this, the fact that there's people out there that think that this is good, like that the left is right, that this is like, look at these idiots, look at these morons. If you look at the idiots on the left that are talking, how they're dressed, what they look like, what they're saying, and you look at the people in the middle and to the right, right, like, there's a certain level of, you know what, how do these people have the loudest voice? How is this possible? They look like fucking aliens. They don't even look like fucking human beings.
We're in the multiverse.
That's exactly. That's what it is. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Like normal people don't act like this, but they have the loudest voice. They have the loudest voice. They look like fucking weirdos. What the fuck, right?
That's why I'm saying he's definitely from Antifa. He's definitely from Antifa.
There, right?
What?
They had no voice back in the day.
No.
At all.
How did it grow so much?
It's crazy.
Twitter, social media.
The politicians.
But this Isaiah Lee guy, 23 years old, he was charged.
Is that his name, Isaiah Lee?
Isaiah Lee. He was also carrying a handgun, apparently, that had a blade inside the gun, which is interesting.
Okay.
He was booked at $330. He's held on $30,000 bond, and so he's still in prison at the moment, or probably in the hospital.
Oh, this happened in California, right?
Yeah, it's happened in California.
He's getting out.
Probably, and then
like,
he'll
like a day.
Yeah, he's getting out. Yeah, because they don't. Yeah.
Was the gun like a lighter?
Well, you can't hold him in LA. I believe it's racist if you hold him.
Oh,
right?
They go in for like a day.
Yeah, I think
they can't.
And if he's on drugs, they'll take him to the corner. Here, get your fix, and he's back to on the streets and can attack God knows who. Yeah. So he was also hospitalized with a security pounce on with video showing his arm twisted and apparently snapped as he was booed while being led to an ambulance, as we showed on the video. He also appeared to have a puffed up bloody right eye as well as a bloody nose as he was carted out wearing a t-shirt with Hollywood written in flames akin to the logo for skateboarding, Mag Trasher. I don't know what that is, but this dude, he covered in blood.
That's him?
Yeah, that's what he looks like.
Oh, he's just a kid, dude.
Well, you know what? This is according to the New York Post.
Where's the picture?
It's on the New York Post website. I'll send it to you real quick.
He's just a kid.
But when you act stupid, you're gonna be rewarded stupid prizes.
Is he African American?
Yes.
And he attacked? Really?
Yeah. Oh, okay. But the thing is, you can't jump on stage. You can't do that.
No.
You can't do that
anywhere.
I don't care about who you are, what you look like, what point you're trying to make. You're gonna get your ass kicked, especially with an A-list guy in front of you. Or performing in Dave Chappelle.
From the smallest comedy club to the largest things like a Hollywood Bowl. No, you don't do that.
You don't, So he got what he deserved at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's got a broken arm, a broken nose.
God, I wish I snapped it off, man.
I mean, it's pretty much snapped.
No, I wish.
You know how much surgery and rods are probably in there right now?
I'm saying, look at this douchebag. Well, what
the hell's that?
Yeah, he did that.
Antifa.
Is it Antifa guy?
Oh, come on. You can just you can tell who's part of that mob.
Yeah, that's pretty.
And be like, yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
I know people that disagree with me politically, but they would never, do that. We can agree to disagree.
No, every time you see Antifa, what'll end up happening is you'll have somebody say, "What are those guys? The something boys?"
Oh, Oh, they say Proud Boys?
The Proud Boys, right?
Yeah, they call that a right-wing militia.
No, so every time you say Antifa, they'll just shoot back and say, "Well, I'd rather be a part of that than the Proud Boys," and that's all they got. Like even my partner on not Bob, but on Comics on Campus.
Yeah, I know it's not Bob.
Yeah, it's not Bob, but yeah, he was like, well, let me explain, and it's.
I still think the people that were talking about Proud Boys and everything that happened in DC a year ago, you're telling me it was all right-wing people? I'm not buying that. I think it was set up.
Yeah, but try to explain that.
No, I agree. I agree.
We should bring this guy to Jersey City and go in front of the Bloods and the Crips and see what happens.
I actually think I saw this guy the other day in Jersey City.
That's funny.
They look alike.
This guy, I bet he's gay.
Why do you think he's gay?
He just looks. He's got that gay vibe. Look at that. You don't put a picture up there like.
Oh, he's got the filter of. It looks like a cat.
He's got the filter, the cat thing.
Yeah.
How much you bet this guy's gay?
Oh, there's like cat people now. By the way, there's like these kids. They wear tails.
Wait, what?
The kids, like young kids, they think they're cats.
Why are you giving them?
Hold on. They identify as cats.
They identify as cats, so they wear like these like that. They wear like the cat.
All females
ears.
identify as cats.
They have cat ears. Sometimes they wear a tail. They have a tail.
Oh no!
Wait, hold on. Is there a picture of that?
I don't know, but I've seen it live.
Is this on Libs of TikTok or something? Is that something?
No, I've seen it in real people.
So real people, cat people,
and they say they're cats, and they're like, meow. And I'm like,
okay, I've seen weirdos like that. They'll just start making animal noises like in public and start like,
and they're not furry.
No, furries are much different. Furries are much different.
Who would want to identify as a cat? Like I've seen people identify as like tigers and other ridiculous things, but who would want to be a cat?
I'll identify as Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, how about that?
I could get some women.
Yeah.
Yeah. After 20,
and the older you get, the younger they look.
After 20,
it's like going to the grocery store, fresh meat, baby.
After 25, yeah. What do they say? What's he say? He's like high school kids are the best because I get older, they stay the same age. So
I get older, they stay the same.
Yeah, imagine that.
Well, they have cat. I'm looking at cat people, but they have like cat people, like old women that just have cats. Like after you're like 40, then you have cats.
They're single, divorced.
Those are
single, divorced cats.
Yeah.
But there are like people who believe that they're cats.
And I bet that's okay.
And they're from Jersey too. That's even more a shame.
Yeah,
they're going to be everywhere. I think.
Everywhere.
You can identify. You can tell right off the bat who's a crazy cat lady and who's not.
Well,
or crazy cat man.
Well, if you're 40 and you're single.
Well, if you're a crazy cat man, I think there's more problems that we got to discuss.
What if, like all these people, you put them in a room and you show them Eddie Murphy's Raw, see what happens.
They would cry. Yeah. They would freak out.
Yeah, like I said, something actually happened to our society where it's sad. There's weirdos. When did it happen? Like, was it 2 years ago? Like, when did this all fucking hit?
Maybe a year before the pandemic.
Yeah, I would say 2019.
Was it George Floyd?
Around that time.
I would say throughout the whole Trump administration.
Yeah,
that's when it started getting ridiculous.
Ever since those pink thing happened.
Oh, the pussy hats.
I think that started it all.
I had a professor.
You think that was it? It's possible.
Yeah,
that's when the rise began.
I had a professor at my college. She actually took time of work and went to DC to protest the inauguration of Trump. And she posted a picture of her in her little pussy hat, as they call it. Yeah. And that's what they actually call it, pussy hat.
Well, grab the pussy.
And she's like, yeah, so I'm proud to represent with my pussy hat and my daughter by my side.
That's a great mom.
And I'm like, you fucking loser.
That's a great mom. Hey, let's parade. How old was the daughter? Maybe like 12.
My age, and she was kind of hot too, which is more depressing.
Let me take my daughter and parade around in a pussy hat. The fuck? You never see a dude be like, "Yo, son, let's go around with a fucking cock or dick hat." Like, nobody would do that. It's so ridiculous. This is nonsense.
I feel so bad for the daughter. I really do. If she didn't have a crazy whack job mother, she had some hope.
But
we know that ship has sailed.
A lot of people that have like.
But I remember reading it and like she shared it publicly, and I'm not even Facebook friends with the broad, but somehow it popped up on my Facebook, and she's just going on and on. It's like a paragraph, and you can see the photos, like everything's resist. That
was her. That wasn't.
Yeah, you can tell just based on how she looks what she votes for.
Yeah, she's not. Yeah.
Come on, again, it's like cat ladies. So this is her in DC.
It's actually very true. Like, you
find me a hot Democrat.
You can
find me a hot, good-looking woke activist. You can't.
It's not even just that.
It's impossible.
You can look at certain people and be like, "Oh yeah, that's a liberal."
Look at
their dress, what they're about.
Behind you there.
Look at girls.
Gosh, that's so true.
Look at girls that look like Rosie and Amy Schumer
my God.
and Whoopi Goldberg. And then you look at the Republican side.
No. It's not just that. Like, you got people like dressed like even dudes.
Yeah,
they look like a chick, or they're fucking. We're talking about the fucking. We're talking about the naked. Apple. I told you we talked about that. Apple. They're the new emoji. There's a pregnant man emoji.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
We talked about that, right?
How do you think they feel now, a week later? Now with Roe v. Wade, they don't even want to.
Roe v. Wade. I know with Roe v. Wade now, it's like
they don't even want to talk about. By the way, Mel being pregnant,
which the narrative is all fucked up with that too.
Oh, of course.
They really kind of messed that one up as well. It's amazing, isn't it, of how you could twist anything to fit your narrative, but yet it fits their narrative. And it's twisted, and yet because they twisted it, and because it's still false, it's mind-boggling that they think they're still so right.
Well, because they're very ignorant people. That's what they are.
They think they're just so right. Like, you can't argue. If you argue, you're a racist or a misogynist or you're a pig, and you just can't do it. You can't have your own opinion, or it doesn't matter. So it's amazing that like 3 months, 4 or 5 months ago, they would say something, it would change, totally hypocritical.
Oh yeah.
And then they'll be like, you know what? That's my view. You just saw it differently 5 months ago, and they think they're right.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
The type of people, and CJ, I actually just sent to another video, and I saw this video yesterday or 2 days ago. It's on the email, and it was this dude. I don't know what he identifies himself as, but it's this guy, and he doesn't work for a living.
Oh no! The fuck is that? Is that a dude?
It's an anti-freedom protester. So once we share it on the screen,
there you go. Okay, now what K-Wall just said, you can tell what this guy votes for just by what you're looking at right there. It's so right. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
There's no way this guy's a Republican. Play it, CJ.
You look at this guy. You just know.
Yeah, do you pay your taxes? Guess what? How does it feel working for me? Because I live on A.
Top comment, go back to Walmart.
What was that comment?
Yeah, do you pay your taxes? Guess what? How does it feel working for me? Because I live on A.
He lives on what?
I guess welfare or something like that. He doesn't work.
That's Canada, right? It says Calgary.
It's but there's a lot of these in America.
Yeah, no, I think it was because I think in Canada you get. Is there universal income, basic income?
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Pretty much, but I mean, you're getting my point though.
Yeah.
Just by looking at that person.
Yeah, you look at him and you just know that guy is going.
That's the future of America.
God help us.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
God help us.
That's pretty much
president of the United States.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And but once again.
Can you imagine if that was your kid? And, you already know once you become 5 years old, the kid may be a little off and weird. But once he's 23, 24, and he looks like that, ugh. No,
you know what? At the age of like 14, 15, that guy turned into a fucking weirdo. Like, it had to, like, I understand when you're a kid and you're like, you got to be a kid. Let him be a kid. But at the age of 15, 16, you know that kid's going to be a loser.
But what job? What job would hire someone like that?
It doesn't make a difference. Like that guy, like, ugh. I bet you that guy sucks dick. Like, I bet you that's what he does for a living. He sucks cock.
He's got
He works at the local glory hole. Okay, that's what he does. People pay him a lot of money to chug cock, and he does it well. He doesn't pay taxes. He looks like that. You see? Look at that. Tell me, just look at him, right? Tell me that's not a guy, right, that chugs cock for other fucking weirdos that look like him.
He sings in the flock of seagulls.
That's
he chugs cock.
He chugs cock, right, for other guys that look like him. Because normal guys don't need to go to a glory hole, but people that look like him have to go to a glory hole, and they pay.
I never heard that say before.
Yeah. And I'm sure you pay them extra. He takes it up in different orifices and stuff too. But look at that guy. That's what it is. No one will say it.
What a stream of consciousness.
Let's all say it. That's what the guy is. That's what he does. He'll never admit it.
Well,
He might admit it.
Well, he's in Canada.
I think he does admit it. I bet his mom knows. I bet everybody knows.
But if that was your kid, let's say,
he'd be dead.
okay, there's no conversion therapy or
No!
there's no physical or personal therapy or anything like that.
You're going to go so far, right? Well, you can't turn it back. You can't turn shit
But
back.
Daddy, it was a rough stage of my life. Can you forgive me?
A rough stage.
That's rock bottom.
Yeah. A rough. That's a rough stage. That was your explanation of a rough stage. Mom, come here. Right, our son's going through a rough stage.
My rough stage is when they found those magazines.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, exactly. You find porn. Okay.
At 13, why are there so many viruses on the family computer?
Exactly.
Oh, the summer of 2009. There was a lot of viruses on the computer.
Son, what is this donkey porn? What is that? What is that? Explain to me what this is.
Now that's a rough stage.
Sorry, Dad. It's the soft drink brand.
I had a lot of Maxim magazines because those are like safe. You know,
Yeah.
There's a lot of them. Like my mom's going through them years
they
later.
even
Like,
still
why is
make-
this? What is this Maxim magazine?
I used to love Maxim because Maxim was good. Great,
was
it was
good.
great reading. There was hot chicks in there. Yeah. But dudes like that don't read Maxim. Dudes like that,
They don't read in general.
No, dudes like that are fucking creepy, man. They stand. You know what they do? They fucking
Live in a van.
No, the boys' basketball practice is over, and he fucking looks through the wall, right, to watch the guys change clothes.
It's
That's
like
what
the It's like the Porky's movie of
Reverse
2022.
Porky's,
Yeah,
reverse
It's exactly what it is. It's a reverse Porky's, exactly. That's what a weirdo loser fucked up. Look at that guy. What a shame. That's so shameful. Jesus Christ.
CJ, can we try to find that guy? Can we get him on? I got some questions.
All
for him.
right, let's.
I got some questions.
What
for
a
him.
shame.
That would be.
That's what we become. Like, that's what society
But
is.
you know what?
I don't remember that when I was a kid.
But
Why
to
can't they
say,
have a Porky's movie anymore?
oh come on, we know that.
No.
We know why we can't have a
really-
Porky's movie.
Not even American Pie anymore.
No.
Don't say that.
No, American Pie.
Oh, wasn't there American
Porky's?
Pie not too long ago?
Not too long ago.
like
but
5
that
years
was
ago?
Right before the.
No, that was longer than 5 years ago.
Really?
It
When was the
had
latest
to have been, I
Longer
think.
now,
Yeah.
I thought it was like
The
2018.
American Reunion, right? It's
American
American Reunion.
Yeah, and when he starts like hitting on the little girl, that
2012.
used to babysit. and
That's
all
right.
that,
That was a
like,
while ago, brother.
So that was like the nail in the coffin when it comes to
after
those
that,
type of movies.
Started to,
Yeah.
that was about it.
We need to find.
Oh, jeez.
What?
No, I mean, 2012 seems like yesterday. In high school, 15, 16 years old, in the blink of an eye. You know, what was it, 5 years ago? No, it was really 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It's like, God damn.
Life's
Life's going too fast.
It's what?
Life's going too fast. I'm going to be 26, dude. Ugh.
Fuck you.
There, I knew that was coming.
Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna be 26. Oh, I'm sorry. You still wet behind the ears, you dickhead. Have you even had sex yet, you asshole? You're
Yes,
so
I
fucking
have.
young.
Yes, I've
Jesus,
had.
20. I'm gonna be 26. I'm getting so old.
I can tell you what, I'm doing a lot better than that guy. I can promise you that. Doing a lot better than that guy.
90% of the fucking country should be better than that guy. That guy is an absolute waste. A wasteoid. That
A waste of his father's seed.
waste of oxygen. Well, he's taking good people's oxygen. He shouldn't be fucking doing that. You know?
Okay, so if you were in a room with this Isaiah Lee guy, that latest guy, or a cross-dresser.
I don't mind cross-dressers if you don't act like that. I've seen cross-dressers that act like dudes. They're like, why do you do this? The money's good and I'm pretty. Okay, fine. All right. People think I'm pretty and I'm fine. Yes.
Family man there.
What? No, I'm just saying though, you know what I'm saying? It's like we've all seen like a guy.
I thought you said we've all cross-dressed. I'm like, I don't know about you.
No. We've all seen a guy that's been like, all right, that's a good looking chick for a dude. I mean, it might be just me. Is it weird? Maybe. But that's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? I've been to Thailand.
I've seen The Hangover too.
Yeah, I've been to Thailand. You know, it's like there's chicks, there's dudes out there that dress that look like better than chicks.
Is that like the
You know
home of
what?
the trannies, Thailand?
Yeah,
Or Bangkok?
yeah,
or-
kind of like
Really?
that. Yeah, it's kind of weird, like those man boy type things, the
Yeah.
lady boy types things. But you know why? But once again, that's another reason our society sucks. What does our society say now? And
Take a minute.
Okay.
Take a minute. It's okay.
we have the feminists out there, right? That dress like that dude.
Yes.
Okay, like that could have been a girl for all we know.
That did not look like a chick.
There's a lot of chicks that don't.
Yeah, I'm sure that.
There's a lot of
Sure
chicks that don't.
Could identify as a woman.
Very possible. if not probable.
But what has our society become, my friends? Right? When a guy wants to look like a female, because females don't think it's good to look like a female because you're objectifying them. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, don't look at me as a piece of meat. Well, nobody would because they're all ugly, but only the ugly ones say that. True? Like it's fucking ridiculous.
Well, like I said, you can tell.
I hate it. I hate
you
it.
get to who they're voting just by looking at them.
I hate it when fat twos are like, I can't believe you're objectifying me. No one's fucking looking at you.
Now they make the fat magazines now. The fat bikini magazines.
Do they?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Because.
Do they really?
Yeah. You can find like a fat lady Playboy now.
I've seen a fat swimsuit model on Sports Illustrated, right? She's not gross.
She's thick.
I wouldn't. I mean,
she wouldn't be on the cover in 1990. That's for sure.
I'm saying I wouldn't be like, all right, she's gross. They look okay. They're a little thick, but they're okay. You know, it's not my choice, but it's all right.
It's like Matty Ice's old chick. She's short. She's fat.
Different yokes, man. Different yokes for different folks. Do you remember when Victoria's Secret was going to go woke? I don't know if they did, but they were like saying, we're going to change it up. There's going to be no more angels. It'll be fat chicks. Or no, regular chicks. Remember that?
No.
Yeah. They were going to make, like, Victoria's Secrets was going to be like, they were going to show real people. So they were going to get rid of the angels.
Okay. Really? Okay.
Yeah, so they're going to woke.
So then they're out of work now?
Well, I don't think it worked because I still think there are. I don't know if there. I don't know the last time I saw an angel, but if you look into the store, it's not geared towards.
You're
fat
right.
people.
Victoria's Secrets. This is August of 2021. They are
looking up here too.
Victoria's Secret swaps angels for quote what women want. Will they buy it? So there you go. They did switch it up, and then they had They took away the model and they had a chick in a size 14. Interesting. Okay. You look at them now. Yeah, you got a thick chick. Again, she ain't ugly. She ain't ugly. But she's. I got it right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The one in the middle.
Yeah, she's not gross.
No, I don't think she's gross, but
she's not gross.
She would back in the day. She would definitely not be on the cover of Victoria's Secret.
But when was the last time you saw Gisele?
10 years ago. 15 years ago?
I remember.
Yeah. How hot is Gisele?
She's
and why people have a problem? Absolute smoke show, right? Because she's white.
Yeah.
Let's be real here. She's white,
and
she's disgustingly gorgeous.
Yeah.
But people get offended by that. How come she's not African American? How come she's not Asian? How come she's not, Latina? There's these things where, like, why is she more beautiful than me? Well,
she's
because
foreign, though, right? She's foreign.
She's Brazilian.
Yeah, but she's still white.
Yeah.
Portuguese.
Right? Yeah. But I hate that when people are like, well, why is that the standard of beauty? That's because she's better looking than you. Like,
it's just how it is.
It's just how it is. You gotta have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? You're heavy. She's not.
You're heavy.
And she's not. Like, why do fat people get so offended? Why do girls that aren't good looking get offended?
Because they want the attention.
They want the attention, but you're never gonna get it. But here's the thing: you still have the power. Yeah. You're fat. You could still go, to a bar and get laid. Newsflash: you can. Okay?
You know from experience.
Beer goggles.
I told you. I talked about this on my other podcast, right?
They all look like 10s.
All of us. I don't think none of us have not. Well, you're still young, but come on, CJ, right? Just for our ego, you go and pick up a fatty.
Yeah, we've been there before.
It's good for your ego. It's like just
comment.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's done it.
Every guy's been there before.
Everyone's done it. Why are we?
I can't deny it.
That's what this show is about. This is what the people want. This is what the people want. This is what they want to hear. This is what they want to hear. It's like, have you picked up a fat chick? Sure.
Emmett Jones is. He's been. God.
What happened?
If we can get that on the screen, I spent $300 on a fat.
Wait, what does that say? I spent $300 on a fat redhead last week, and she took me. See, but there it is, right there. Emmett Jones. Let me ask you a question, Emmett Jones. You spent $300. See, a fat redhead. So a fat redhead is getting laid, right? A fat redhead is getting laid. Oh, that's my point.
Pigs are getting laid now.
You're gonna be fat and gross, and you're gonna get laid.
Pigs are getting laid, but Kevin Wall can't. What's going on?
You can, but you have standards, man.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't want to go out with a 2. I wouldn't want you to go. If you went out with a 2, do you think your friend Ed would say something?
You would laugh, and then you would get over it.
You fucking ain't right. I would laugh, okay? But do you think I would say something?
No.
Sure, I would.
Oh, but like in the long run, no.
Wait, you mean if you loved her?
No, no. Like you would laugh about it, and then the next week it would have been forgotten.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I don't know if we got drunk in a big game. Remember that fat chick?
Dude, you should have seen me in Austin. There was one chick online at Franklin's 2 hours. I thought I had her contact and everything. And then next thing you know, I got blown off. And then after the concert, we're on 6th Street and this blue hair chick, heavy, probably.
What's heavy?
She's probably pushing 260.
Yeah, buddy. That's sexy.
But covered in eczema on her arms. I'm like,
you love those fat rolls. I know you do. Talk to me about
my
those.
standards came into the picture.
I think I saw the same girl down there.
You love those fat rolls.
You and me were together.
Wait,
was she in Buffalo last week?
What's her name?
Steve.
Damn, guys.
But I kept my standards together. But I admit, there's times back in college, you're like, oh well, it happens. You move on. Now, I wouldn't spend 300 chicks on a fat redhead like Emmett does, but
Emmett, man, you know what? Much love to Emmett. Let's give much love to Emmett. And much love to Emmett.
If you go on Emmett Jones's Facebook profile, I highly recommend it because he's your typical Southern redneck conservative,
and he likes 300-pound fat women.
Yes,
and that's the move right there, buddy. Much love to you. If you like 300 fucking pound fat person, there's a lot of love. There's a lot of love that's coming out of the studio for you. I don't like it. I'll laugh at it.
A lot of love on her too.
Yeah. You know what's funny? Like we've all like I said, you fuck a fat chick. The great thing about fucking a fat chick. Here's the great thing about fucking a fat chick, right?
God.
It was a couple things actually, right?
Number one,
well, she'll cook after. She'll cook after you fuck her, which is cool. There's
you're not getting you're getting like a steak sandwich. None of that bologna shit.
There's that. You know what I'm saying?
She can cook, or she's ordering takeout. What are you talking about?
So
she's got Wendy's on DoorDash.
I mean, there's
steak and eggs in the morning.
It's great stuff.
She's keto now.
Like, what do they say? Like, fucking a fat chick is like riding a moped. It's like,
I never heard that.
Yeah,
before.
It's like they're fun to ride, but you don't want to be seen on one. It's like
oh boy.
When
are we going out next? The heck with boobs. I'm looking for the heavy set. That will be must-see television.
Shit.
That would be must-see television.
Let's get real here, people.
But dude,
if you had a fat chick fucking you on top, your spine would be crushed because you're a twig.
No.
You're the Asian 5'10", 170.
I'm 6 feet tall, number one, right? And I can handle a fat chick. But here's the thing, right? How fat? 300. Okay,
a 300-pound redhead like Emmett.
No. If you have a pretty face, you can kind of get by. Because you can lose fat.
Yes,
you can lose fat.
How tall is she? Is she like a giant? Or is
she like a roly-poly 5'5"?
No, I'm just saying you get a pretty fat girl, right? Face means a lot, does it not?
I would say so.
You can always die.
There's potential.
I've seen
with a pretty face. There's potential.
I've seen really ugly feminists, the fat feminists that like, I hate Donald Trump and blah, give me a fucking beefsteak. But you don't want those chicks. I'm talking about the pretty girl that just happens to be overweight. Right, get her the elliptical. You're good to go. I won't make fun of her because if you dress like a girl, okay, and not like a fucking like weirdo like those feminists, if you dress like a girl and you look and smell like a girl with a pretty face,
yeah,
I can see there being tender moments. I'm not saying your mind wouldn't freak out.
Chicken tenders?
Well, you might look, man. Like, look, first of all, number one, right? Looks are only like a light switch away, right? So,
sure that.
But so here's the thing. My thing is this: you can always have fun with a good-looking fat chick. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you don't want to make it your normal. Don't do it on the reg.
It's a one-time experience.
Yeah, you don't do it on the reg. But everyone's done it.
What else have you done?
Exciting stuff.
What is that?
All right, what is this? What are you doing?
A little background music.
Yeah, okay. We can get sexy.
Trying to get you in the mood for the woman, man.
Oh, dude, that.
I'm not saying I'm going out with a fat chick. I'm just saying that it's possible. Any fuck you all. Well,
what's the heaviest you've got? What's the heaviest you?
I don't know. I don't have a fucking scale.
You should.
Well, I went out with one girl that I thought was pretty heavy. Well, she was heavy.
Was she shapes or was she fat?
You know what? She had a pretty face.
Okay.
She had a pretty face.
Stretch marks?
I don't know. I wouldn't fuck her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even with the shirt on?
No, she went down. I knew she.
Dude, I hear fat chicks. They know how to,
swallow. Yeah, because they know how to eat.
Well, I was saying they know how to,
Of course
they know how to perform.
Yeah, dude, they fucking gobble your shit, dude.
It's like Thanksgiving.
That's what they fucking do, man. Jesus Christ. Getting blown by a fat chick is great. Like, I'll take all of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's right, baby. I'll fucking suck my dick like a Thanksgiving dinner. Just do it. Take it all down. We'll go in courses.
Jesus, it's a 3-course meal.
We'll go in courses.
Oh.
The only reason it's going to be out of whack is I'm going to end with the gravy.
Edward Show, when are you performing soon? This is like a comedy show now.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. It is.
But
Bob
whatever
is
floats your boat, at the end of the day, as long as you're happy, that's all that matters.
Different yokes for different folks, man.
But we've all done it. But I don't think we've gone to what Roly Poly in Calgary. I don't think we've gotten that far. Stuck in a ladyboy in Thailand. Okay, well, you do you, Emmett. You do you, brother. What happens in Bangkok stays in Bangkok.
Shut up! That's how fucking shit gets. That's how rumors get started. You fuck, fucking dickus. Holy shit! This was a crazy fucking show, guys.
We still got time.
It's not even over. We still got fucking time. Holy shit!
Oh boy, I have to ask you. I have to ask you.
Yeah.
With everything happening in the last week with Roe v. Wade and these are the same people that are saying, my body, my choice with the guys not being pregnant, let them do what they want. They forgot about that dude emoji that we talked about a couple of weeks ago, and now they're flipping out.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, women can, they're the only ones that can get pregnant.
Right.
So the hypocritical double standards.
What is it? That's what it is, right?
Yeah. And they got leaked by the Supreme Court, so now there's going to be an investigation with that.
Yeah. And aren't they changing it? Like what really was? Like they're saying it's something different than it really was.
I mean, everyone's got a different story because they put their opinion and bias.
They read it.
Yeah.
They read it differently. Yeah.
And I understand like how girls say, "Oh, no man should," say. Okay, I understand, but it shows men can't get pregnant. What do you say? Men should not choose on women's bodies,
right?
But you're the ones that are saying, "Oh, men can get pregnant if they want to."
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
Yeah, it's really kind of mind-stabbing.
Yeah,
it really is kind of mind-stabbing. And I mean, I'll be honest with you, bro. I knew we were going to touch on this, but I don't really have an opinion on it because it's so ridiculous.
Yeah,
like like think about it.
When did everyone start caring about the Supreme Court in politics these days? 10 years ago, no one knew who was on the Supreme Court. Now all of a sudden,
nobody ever knew.
Now Gorsuch is in, Kavanaugh's in.
Everyone
knows everyone now.
Clarence Thomas, because we remember the trials that we were watching.
Yeah,
that's about it.
Yeah,
keep an eye on him. God forbid.
Clarence Thomas.
Yeah, keep an eye on him.
Well,
isn't he? He was sick, right?
No, but I mean, there were some suspicious things going on with Justice Scalia when he was getting up there in age, right before presidential. There was one article, and it was never, published on like mainstream, but the local city that he was in Texas at the time. They said that they found him dead, but with a pillow over his head. There was only one news story.
Seriously?
Yep. One news or newspaper company that broke that story. They always left out like CNN and all the mainstream media. They said they found him dead in bed, but they didn't talk about the pillow that was on top of his head.
Is this like...
And this was in February 16, so months before an election.
Is this a conspiracy theory shit? Or is this...
No, I'm being dead serious. Google it. Scalia, pillow. It will pop up. But no one talks about that. Now, Clarence Thomas, he's getting up there. We have an election coming up in a couple of years.
Yeah.
Democrats will do whatever they can to pack the court and get who they want on the court and then eventually expand.
Right.
Clarence Thomas, he's got some history with the Democrats. And, he was on top of this. And now with his wife's investigation regarding January 6th, do not be surprised. I hope not. I think he's a great justice.
Yeah.
30 years there, and it's amazing that Joe Biden's saying that he's only looking for African Americans to be on the court. And Clarence Thomas at the time was selected by a Republican who's African American, and they were trying to reject him. Right. The double standards, it's just way too much. But Scalia, Pillow, Texas, it will pop up. And no, I'm not. I'm QAnon. I actually do my fucking research. So go fuck yourself.
You're gonna have people like, hey, what's going on there, man? Like I said, to me, just going back to that, I heard about it, but just the idiocy of it. There's certain things where I choose. The great thing is that you can choose what you want to put your attention towards, and something stupid like that. It's just no one will ever get along. No one will ever.
No.
It's just, I just can't, man.
COVID's ending. Now they need something else.
That's exactly it. Actually, that's actually exactly it. And now that COVID, they don't have the grasp on you.
Mm-hmm.
You got to find something else, and that's exactly it. And I
focus us off the war now.
What's up?
Focus us off the war on the news now.
Right.
Now it's this Roe v. Wade stuff.
Hold on a minute here. It goes deeper than that. When was the last time you heard about one of our biggest problems, which was the border?
No one talks about it.
It's getting worse and worse and worse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about gas?
Talking about gas. It
went up again.
It's
like $4.19.
I think it went up like 14 cents in the past 2 days. Remember that too?
Ridiculous.
Because Memorial Day is coming.
I can't even get half a tank with $20 these days.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
It's doubled since 2000.
It was $2.48 the average when Biden was sworn in, so it went up $1.60.
Yep.
But no more mean tweets though. It's okay.
It's almost amazing, isn't it? His tweets is like, Orange Man isn't here. Your life is worse. But people are just so sensitive that they would rather have a worse. They would rather have a worse way of life than be offended.
Yeah,
it's
affecting everyone.
It's almost crazy. Like here's the thing, man. Let's just say I mean I don't like Biden. That's just true. Everybody knows that.
I mean we all know that.
Everybody knows this, right?
I think anyone who watches the show knows we're not fans of Joe Biden.
But if my life was better, like if gas was down, inflation was down, I was making more money, you know what I'm saying? Like real estate, jobs.
You're good.
And I'd be like, you know what? At that point I'd probably be like, hey, he's not a bad president.
Yeah.
But you're not going to get that. You'll never get that from anyone. Like all the positives that Donald Trump did. Now, like I said, I'm not a huge Trump fan. You know that. I'm not, right? But he did some good things. But you dare say that to anybody?
Can't say that.
They didn't like George W. Bush.
That's right.
No. But now they treat him like, oh, he was great. He was great. Like he did all those interviews and they love him. He was on all those shows.
Now he's on Jimmy Kimmel nowadays.
So but back in the day, they all hated him.
Oh yeah, they thought he was the worst thing on the planet.
And they make jokes saying he's the worst, and horrible, and saying nasty things about him. And now they don't at all.
Yeah, it's sad. Jimmy LeBlanc, our friend Jimmy LeBlanc. Oh Jesus Christ, we're back on that.
All liberals should get vasectomies supported. I'm all for that, brother.
It ain't an episode of Poke the Woke until Jimmy LeBlanc and Emmett Jones start getting on.
But my friend,
yes,
this was a fun, crazy show.
Talk about fat chicks. And
this was always a good show, my friend.
3-course meals.
Before we go, I'm going to say this. Before we go, I listened to your show on, the Talking Baseball, whatever.
Yeah,
right. You do a great job there, right?
Thank you.
And I just want to let you know that I don't know what show this is for us, right? But I look forward to this because of days like this where I will laugh, we have a good time. And we've said it before where you were tired, I'm tired, CJ's tired, but we do this and we have a good time. So I just want to let you know, man, how much I appreciate you, how much is great stuff. And then and how much I appreciate people like listening.
And then you got your episode launching again tomorrow, correct?
We have a new Comics on Cannabis that are coming. So once again, go to comicsoncannabis.com or follow us at Comics on Cannabis.
You kind of previewed it to me before the show. You guys, it was one of those episodes, I guess, where it's going to be must listen.
Yeah, it's one of those crazy ones. So make sure you listen, guys.
Can't wait.
But until next time, my friend. From there, Poke the Woke. CJ, thank you.
Thank you.
We're out, bro.
We're out.
Next week.